Hello friends. Hi, how are we today? I hope we're all doing well. I am so excited to bring this kit to you. It's called Fall Cabin by Simply a Mess. It is the week of Thanksgiving in Canada, so October 10th through the 16th, because I know my stuff. And I don't do a lot of Thanksgiving spreads. Thanksgiving in Canada is not the same as it is in the United States. So I just thought this was a very autumnal. It was a very cold week last week. Perfect for this week. So I've already reviewed this kit a few times. Very functional, very good. And I am just going to get straight into it with the bottom washi. Love a thick bottom washi. I'm going to bring it down a little bit because hockey came back this week. And I just want to be able to put in my hockey stickers. Plus, some days I had a little bit more going on because it was Thanksgiving. I like the colors of the kit. I like this yellowy color. I never thought I was going to be that yellow person, but here I am. And I'm trying to decide what I want to leave out of this kit in terms of like color-wise. And I think I'm just going to... what did I do this week? This week I went scattered. The week before, did I go straight across? I did. Do I care what I do this week? Not particularly. So we've got 9 full boxes here. And I think, do we have another full box somewhere in here? We do. And we've got a double box. I think I'm going to save that. You could use that in Christmas as well. So what I'm going to do is bring this one up here. This one up here. And then I do not care about the headers and where they go. So I am just going to start doing them in order, I guess. That's who I am as a person now. I'm going to go straight across. And what I'm so excited about is there's no this week header, which you know I love. But there are 4 little divider headers that Jess of Simply a Mess, I think it's Jess, oh my gosh, Simply a Mess has included in her kits. And it's perfect. And I'm really excited. So I am just going to go across like this because I don't care what headers are on top of my boxes. This week, they're all very nice. And what went on last week? Do I need a scatter for that too? Ooh, Sunday was a busy day. Okay. I am going to do a scatter only because I have double boxes here. And then this current week that we're on, this week, I'll do straight across. So let's think. I know for a fact that I want the double box to be here because we've got hockey on Saturday night. Saturday night hockey is back. And I am happy about that. There we go. Oh, she looks pretty. She looks so pretty. Friday. What happened on Friday? I should probably like keep things out. What happened on Friday? Not much happened Friday. I was exhausted, so I'm just going to put this bed one up there at the top. Start my day. Oh. It's weird when I do the headers first, I gotta say. But I'm not mad about it. I think it's turned out. Thursday. What happened Thursday? Ooh, it was a rainy day. So I think I'll just put candles for a rainy day. Okay. And then the rest of the week, I'll just, Monday, Tuesday, I realize I just said I put this down on Tuesday, but I have changed my mind. And Tuesday, I'll just put it down on the bottom because I don't care all that much. Okay, so now we've got to do the rest of the headers. And this is where it's going to get a little bit tricky, I guess, because I have said I'm going to use 3 headers here, but I don't actually need 3 headers. So, because you guys know I use 2. So I guess this will be good for pulling in headers if I do need dividers for anywhere else left in the spread. That's my plan. That's what I'm sticking to, folks. Oh, actually, it's pretty cute, eh? I think this is turning out pretty cute. Okay. Okay, and then this is here. And this is here. Okay. I do not mind how this has turned out at all. Yeah, she's cute. Okay. So, I need to mark my AM vitamins, my PM vitamins, and meals. Oh gosh, okay. So we'll start off, oh, there is a this week header. Look at that. Wow. I'm kind of loving it this week. So my AM vitamins and PM vitamins. And I don't think I'm going to mark much more than that. AM vitamins, PM vitamins. And then I am going to mark I'm going to use this divider. Ooh, this is turning out really nicely. Then do I have, no, I don't have a dinners header, which is fine. I don't need a dinners header. So then I'm just going to put in the Monday through Sunday, which is also green. Ooh, that didn't lay down nicely. Okie dokie. Now, I do have to fill up some more space here. So maybe I will use this one right here just so I can complete a full page and put it in at the bottom here. Okay, so I still do have quite a bit of space here. It's really not that big of a problem. What I will do is bring in 2 headers. This one. Oh, I don't even need 2 headers really. I can just go like that. So it's a bit oddly spaced out, but I actually think that this looks really nice and this is a good sidebar for me. So now we're just going to move into the date covers, and you know my favorite kind where they're paint swatches but they're actually squared off because I have no sense of balance. I guess I could have done a decorative scene with all of the extra deco in the kit, but it's not super duper my favorite thing in the world. Okay. Okie dokie, and then I'm just going to write in the days because if I don't, I will forget. So 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Okay, and the last thing, but not least thing that I want to do before I get into my day-by-day planning is I want to get my Planet with Stickers Maple Leaf, what's it called? Hockey stickers. Here we go. So the first game of the season, and the best thing is she does them in order. So the first game of the season was on Montreal, and that was the Wednesday. So we'll just bring this one down here. Okay. And then Thursday was the Capitals. Oh boy, it was like rough games, guys. Being a Leafs fan is a hard emotional battle. Always. Thursday, I didn't bring everything down here, so I don't think I had a lot going on Thursday though, so that's fine. Then the next game was the 15th, and that was against Ottawa. We won't discuss it. And that was there. And that's good. So I've got my planet with stickers in here. I've got my kit base laydown, and I am so excited to get into the day by day with you. It was a great week. Can't wait. All right, we are back, and we are into our day by day, October 10th through 16th. You'd think after planning the whole base I would know that, but here we are. Okay, so I've got my handy dandy little sticker book pulled out with all the stickers that we need, and we will get into it. So the first thing that I did on Monday, it was Thanksgiving here in Canada. So I started my day by meal prepping, and I actually just used this cute little Maru, paper and milk Maru, and I thought he was fantastic. Just with like the frying pan and the fire. I don't know. I thought he was perfect for the day. And then my husband and kiddo and I actually went to Lynn Shores, which is a bird conservation area close to our house. And we went there for a couple of hours so that we could go get outside, get some fresh air, and get a walk in. And they have a new parking facility, but the thing is, it's really like, it's 1.5 kilometers away from like the little loop where the little birdies are. So it was very frustrating to me because that's a big walk for a 2-year-old. And he like doesn't go in a stroller, and he doesn't go in a wagon, and you don't really want a wagon because you want it to be quiet for the birds. So we struggled, and it's not very clearly marked. But once we finally got to the little loop where you can feed the birds, there were so many, and he loved it. He thought it was the best thing in the world. He fed ducks. He thought that was pretty cute. So that's where I'm at with that. So I just used another Maru, just from the hiking sheet to note that we went to the Lynn Shores Conservation Area. And then I noted a little nap with my kiddo because we were exhausted after that. That's a big walk when you're as pregnant as I am. Then my dad and my sister, her boyfriend, and his dog came over. So I'm going to pull in another half box here to note that we had Thanksgiving dinner. I made Thanksgiving dinner. Ever grateful to my family for helping contribute to the house. So my dad brought over pie, and he like made the gravy for me, which was really nice because I was a bit stressed out at that point and very swollen. My ankles were very swollen. Then we went for a nice little walk. Nothing too special. We just outside after dinner because, you know, and I didn't really know how to mark that. It was just a family walk. And then I was up late reading. Again, I had been reading Harold the Ninth. Very, very, very good book. And so I just used a Sweet Tea Sticker Co. book icon for that. Next up was Tuesday, so back to reality, but not quite. We were exhausted, so we had a household sleep in. We all slept in quite late that day, nearly 7 a.m., which none of us in this household do. My husband is typically up at 4 a.m. for work, so we don't really do the sleep-ins, and I just used a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji to note that. Then I was off that day, so we went and we started our day just doing groceries, and then after that we came home. We chucked in a load of laundry, which was really, really nice because I like getting laundry done. You guys know me. And then I'm just trying to figure out the best way to mark this. I'm just going to use a quarter box, pull it down a little bit. Do I just have not a lot going on for this day? Probably not. We went to Costco. So paper and milk, and then the actual Costco lettering that I'm using is from Magical Sticker Co. Look at her S. I am not that good at S's. Like, look at that. That's amazing. That's what I would like my hand lettering to be. But I'm not, so I have those. I don't go to Costco very often, so I figured I'd splurge and get the stickers from her. Okay, then for the rest of the day, and what I am going to do, I think, is bring in one of these like little dividers, I guess. And then I don't think I want to use a box. Maybe no, I don't want to do that either. So essentially, I'll just mark it here. I napped and I read for the rest of the day because I was really, really tired. And then my kiddo and I played outside for like 2 hours after he got home from daycare. So it was a really, really, really nice day. This is my custom from Teddy Plans Co. She's fantastic. I'll link her in the description box all below. The shops that I use are all going to be linked in the description box down below. I should mention that. Okay, and then we move on to Wednesday. This is already taking longer than I thought it would. This is a big day. I have to start off with a half box. And I'm just going to use this patterned half box. And I will just quickly note that I was in training at work. Maybe I'll start it over here. From 9 a.m. till 12. So I had a lot of work training that went on for a couple of days. But I was really, really uncomfortable. I had some quite bad gastrointestinal issues that day. Just par for the course of pregnancy. And then I read for like a very, very, very long time. I read more Harrow the Ninth, like a lot. It was really nice. I like when I get really into a book and I just want to read and do nothing else. So just gonna note that it was a very slow day for me. So just put that right there. This is Squishy from Happy Honeybee Designs, but I don't think her shop is open anymore. And then after that, I don't have anything else. Oh my goodness. So I guess I am just going to bring in a divider label and some deco for the bottom. See, there are weeks that I have a lot going on, but on the weeks that I have a lot going on, like Thanksgiving dinner, I don't really need to mark it all that much. Maybe I'll just write like something, a cozy little scene here. So we've got this and like hot chocolate. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Just creating cozy little scenes everywhere. Okay, so moving on to the second half of the week where arguably a lot more happened. So on Thursday, it was a very rainy day. I used a paper and milk Maru just in the rain boot because I wanted to use up that sheet. And then after that, I edited and uploaded a video, a plan with me. I'm trying to get back on track where I upload my plan with me's in the first half of the week and I do my extra videos in the second half of the week. So I'm really, really trying hard for that. Then I had to call pest control because we had a mouse situation and that was awful. I think I told you guys about it. There wasn't actually that many, but it was a situation like I couldn't concentrate on work. I couldn't do anything because you could hear the mice scratching the walls and squeaking. And I was like, no, ma'am, no, thank you. So I was really, it was awful. It was awful. So I just used a Fox and Cactus little phone icon to note that. And then I'm going to use a Prairie Planner, not a Prairie Planner. Yeah, a Prairie Planner. COVID test just to mark that because I was feeling awful. I wanted to take a COVID test and I tested negative. I keep testing negative. So I don't think that I have COVID. I just think that this is a dreadful cold that's going around. Okay. So then after that, I had my OB appointment that evening and it didn't go very well. I ended up having to go to the hospital. And that was really, really overwhelming and a bit scary. I was rushed from the appointment to the hospital. So I just used a Coffee Monsters Co. Doctor's Emoti for my OB appointment, and then I noted that this was fine. Paper and Milk Maru, and everything was fine, but you know, when you're this stage pregnant, they really want to be careful and take things seriously, so it was a bit overwhelming. I was extraordinarily exhausted. Like, I can't even express to you how exhausted I was on Friday. And so I just used another Paper and Milk Maru. She really has the best Marus to express how I feel. To note that I was more exhausted than I've ever been. And then I did a lot of filming. So I'm just using a Sweet Tea Sticker Co. film icon, which I actually need more of. To note that I did a big filming day. And then we had a really good potty day. My kiddo had a good potty day at daycare. He had a good potty day at home, which was really nice. It makes me happy. So I just use this Mixicat Stuff icon on the potty for that. And then I noted that I ordered, because I was sad and tired, I ordered from Simply Gilded for my friend Rachel and I. And then my dad ended up having to go to the hospital for an injury that he sustained, which was awful. And I didn't know how to mark that, and I didn't, know what to put. So I'm actually just going to put the flag, and then I'll just draw in like an exclamation mark in there to note that my dad had to go to the hospital. He hurt his arm pretty badly. His dog pulled the leash. It's a whole thing. So I didn't know how to mark that, but I did end up just the rest of my evening watching the Great British Baking Show. So I love the fact that Simply a Mess includes the movie icon in her kit, because I just noted, again, using a Magical Sticker Co. hand-drawn script. This is a custom, actually. And I'll just write in binge at the bottom, the Great British Baking Show, to note that I binged that because I was too tired to read. So then the next morning was a busy morning. So first things first, I FaceTimed my dad, and then I FaceTimed my sister. Because my sister tested positive for COVID, even though she hasn't been around anyone. So everyone was feeling, my family was going through it this week, but actually it was a pretty good week, all in all. But the FaceTimes were great, and my kid loved it. So very happy about that. Then he and I baked banana bread together. As you know, on Saturday mornings, we like doing fun stuff like that. So I will just move that in. So these are just Coffee Monster Co. Emoti's FaceTimes. And then just moving that in, and I'm using another Coffee Monster Co. bread. It looks very similar to the Paper and Milk bread, so I use them rather interchangeably. And then I cleaned the upstairs bathroom. My kiddo was having like a very lazy morning, and he just wanted to watch the iPad, and he doesn't love TV, so I was like, okay, why don't you watch, and I'll just take 20 minutes to clean the bathroom. And he loved it, and I loved it, and I said, okay. So then that afternoon, I noted that my kiddo and I had a chill morning together because I thought it was super weird. Again, it doesn't happen very often. So yeah, put it down there, and I just used a Coffee Monsters Co. Emoti for that. And then, I did the dishes. There were a ton of dishes to do. You guys know I don't do the dishes that often. My husband does them. So I noted that I did that, and that's a Fox and Pip icon that I love. And then my kiddo and I played outside for quite some time in the afternoon. So that was really nice. And yeah, that was really nice. And I'm just going to reorganize so that the spacing's a bit better. There we go. That looks good. And finally, on to Sunday. On Sunday, I edited and uploaded my haul video. Is that what I did? I believe so. Edited and uploaded a haul video. And then the exterminator came, so I'm going to use a quarter box to mark that, because that was a big deal in our morning. And it was so cute. My kid wanted to know what was going on, so the exterminator like walked him through everything and like explained everything that he was doing. And then the cat was obsessed with him as well and like perched on his shoulder like a parrot. So it was just a great morning in our house, and the exterminator was super nice. And I can safely say just over a week later, there's been like no mice. So it's been very, very good. Yeah, very happy about it. So then after that, I Swiffered and I vacuumed the downstairs because it was a bit filthy. So I just used one of these cleaning icons from the Coffee Monsters Co. I don't know if you can see. Really, really cute. Really, really liked it. And then I did a couple of loads of laundry, which was nice. And then I raked leaves because what do you do in fall if you don't rake leaves? We back onto green space, so we have a ton of trees, and those leaves we're raking for weeks and weeks and weeks. That's a Fox and Pip icon. This is a Gracie. She is no longer in Sweet Tea Sticker Co. shop, but very cute. Then we went out for dinner with my in-laws for my father-in-law's birthday. Then we went back to their house for cake because, you know, cake is life. You can't convince me otherwise. And that was fantastic. My kiddo loved that as well. And then just because the bottom washi is plain, I don't mind going into it too much. I had arguably the worst nausea that I've had in a very, 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 very long time. So I am just going to mark that with the Sweet Tea Sticker Co. icon. Bless Christy for always having the icons that I need in the shop. This is from my leftover stash, and this is from the Simply a Mess kit. So bear with me for 1 minute. I will be right back, and you can see the full completed spread. No mice this time. All right, friends, so this is my completed spread, and honestly, I am absolutely thrilled with how it's turned out. It is just... I just really like it. Spacing is a little bit off because, as I said, some weeks are weird. Some weeks I've got a lot going on. Some weeks I don't have a lot going on. But I really like how this turned out. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to check out more in detail, if you're nosy like I am, I will post my spread on my Instagram, which is Canada Planner Girl. I can't wait to see you in my next video. I hope you are all staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon. Toodles!